Hello, hello, hello. This is Corey James with the Environmental Social Government Podcast. And today we're going to talk about life situations. Now, let me start it off by saying welcome to the podcast, the ESG podcast. All right. Now, let me start off by saying life is not easy from when you're younger to when you get older. The thing is, you got to take it one step at a time. Sometimes, you're not thinking very, very clearly. You are not thinking to the full capacity. May have obstacles that you are basically going through in and out. I forget about it. In and out in life. But you always have to have a backup plan. You always gotta have a backup plan. Always gotta have a backup plan. Me, life wasn't always great. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Urban? What's going on with you? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Uh, Life ain't always to the capacity you want it to be. Um, Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's ugly. But you always look through all of that to get to where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Get to where you want to be. Uh, my life as a young man wasn't always easy. I was the third child of my generation. I always got picked on, made fun of because I didn't talk. I was always quiet, I always stared at people. I never really said anything. And I just kept to myself. I just kept to myself. And people was always wondering, why don't you say anything? Why don't you say anything? Because I read people. That's basically what I was doing as a kid. I really didn't say too much. You know what I'm saying? I always read people, and whether I like you or not, you know what I mean? I used to read people whether I like you or not, you know what I'm saying? Or whether you're cool, or whether you're a bully, or whether you're a jerk, or whether we can be friends, or, have some kind of capacity for the future. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, that's when I was younger. That's when I was younger. When I started getting a little older, I started breaking out, talking, socializing, uh, hanging out with my own kind of crowd of people. Not too much to where I would get in. I did kind of get in trouble. I kind of did bully people a little bit. Got in a lot of fights because people just rub me the wrong way or try to test my skills or whatever the case is. Uh, I won a lot of fights and I lost a few. You know what I'm saying? I lost a few. Uh, but I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying? I'm still alive. Um, that's when, like, around middle school, people, I grew up around blacks, whites, Puerto Rican, Asian, not African. I didn't see African kids until I was probably in high school. Probably, like 1% or 2% or whatever the case is. Um, but that was my generation. That was my generation. Um, Other than that, uh, got out of high school, got a trade. After I got a trade, I had a job. Um, my job was actually fast food. Um, Burger King, Taco Bell, Wendy's, McDonald's, that kind of thing. And I kind of liked it, you know what I'm saying, because the money was easy. Um, I didn't really have to go fill out an application online because there wasn't no such thing at that time. It was actually, paper application. Hand it in, give your information, make sure you have your social security card, your ID, proof of address, that kind of thing. And so I got plenty of jobs. Plenty of jobs, because I was good at my job. I never really, uh, I had friends, but not really. People at your job doesn't really want to be a friend because they're only there to do their job. They're not really socialized to, oh, well, let's hang out after work or whatever the case is. I never really hung out with anyone after work. I was always home, playing my video games, um, socializing with my other friends. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I mostly stayed to myself. I had little hobbies here and there, nothing too serious. Um, then I started getting into jewelry, like around the 90s, maybe 90s to the 2000. And then after like 2000, let's see, 2004 or 5, I had a few kids. I have one son and two daughters. Um, they're all older now, doing their thing. Um, but now life, as now I'm 43. Uh, I actually am, um, doing okay. I'm doing okay. Uh, I run my own jewelry company. I run my own clothing company out of my own pocket. This is out of my own pocket. You know what I mean? I budget my money. Um, I learned to save. I've learned to save when I was younger, but it's a hard process, not too hard of a process, but it's a great process to learn because if you spend, you're never gonna have anything. If you save, like let's say, split your money down the middle. Let's say you make $400. You put 200 to bills. You put another $200 to saving, and after a while, you gotta give it time to build. Put another 200, and then the process, builds up to, before you know it, you got $1,200, or $1,000 or more than that in the bank. You understand what I'm saying? So other than that, uh, then you do your investing after the fact that you want to either, one, go in business with yourself, two, choose a partner, three, or just uh, do all above. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have trust when you're opening, when you're doing a business. You know what I'm saying? When I'll just break it down for you. When I first started my business after I got out of college, I went to school in University of Phoenix. I took up business administration. I got a bachelor's degree. I graduated 2000, I think like 2022, 23, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, make a long story short, I got my bachelor's degree in business administration. I learned the business, learned the trade. They had a lot of people that come to the school outside, like people from their own business come there, teach us something, and then we relate it in our own life. Um, Other than that, I got the notion. I graduated. After that, uh, uh, college was over. College wasn't easy. I'll just put that out there. College wasn't easy, but you got to be willing to try and focus on the goal at hand. to achieve what you really need to achieve. Then after that, I got my LLC, my state LLC, um, for my businesses. Um, I got certified. I'm a certified landscaper. I have my own LLC, James Custom Jewelry. I can sell any and everything under my logo or administration under my company. You know what I'm saying? So, and then after that, I got into silver and gold. I bought a lot of silver and gold, sold a lot of silver and gold products. Um, most of them was solid. I didn't. Some of them was gold plated. Um, but they sold very, very, very fast. I made about my first couple of weeks close to at least $1,200. At least $1,200. Um, got my contacts up first. Did business cards. I got my first couple of T-shirts. Then after that, I just started becoming a seller. I sell at the Berlin auction, but it hasn't really been. It has been a good couple years, but I stopped doing that and I started selling online. I had a website. Um, I stopped paying on the website, canceled it because no one was buying. Um, there was a lot of ups and downs. Uh, owning companies, you know what I'm saying? The good, the bad, the ugly. Uh, but other than that, everything turned out great. Everything turned out great. I got me a podcast now. The jewelry. I'm actually just still waiting on my jewelry. I have not gotten it yet, but I hope it didn't go to the wrong, address or whatever the case is. But we'll keep the update. But anyway, um, but other than that, man, that's life. Uh, in itself. Um, what I still do, I still sell jewelry. I still cut grass. I still do handyman work. Um, I still network with other jewelry companies now. Um, I'm just now finally breaking out and working on my podcast. So, um, if any guests tonight, anybody show up? Anybody? Do we have any guests coming through? Well, I guess not. I guess not. Hmm. Oh shoot. Let me see. Let me see. Nope. No guest. No guests at all. Well, hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. But hey, I'll be on here for. I'm gonna do a 20 minute, uh, 20 minute stream. I'm at 13 minutes right now. Thanks, Urban, for stopping through, saying what's up. Uh, Anybody else? Welcome. The link is in the description to come on here, be a guest, talk about a situation, or talk about life, or whatever you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I'm the host, Court James, and you're welcome to come through, show some love, and talk about what you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And here on my podcast, you won't be judged. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's not perfect. We deal with what we got, man. You know what I'm saying? We deal with what we got. And if you're fine with it, I'm fine with it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me see what's going on real quick. See that. Yeah. I seen I was looking at Saturday Night Live. It was okay, but it was all right. It wasn't the best, but it's okay. It's okay. Keep it G News. Ugh, mm. Oh wow. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I'm not talking about myself anymore. I'm just giving you the gist of what happened in my life. You know what I'm saying? How I made it to where I am today by making the right choices. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna keep it going. Um, is anybody else gonna stop through? Like, it's 16 minutes. In the podcast. Anybody gonna show up? But I do have the ESG pennants on sale for 250. If anybody wants one, it's only special orders. Only special orders. Like I said, if you want one, hit me up. 250. It takes about a month for them to make it. You know what I'm saying? And it takes about a month for them to make it because they make it from scratch. So that's a good thing. I will actually. I don't think I think I have it. Uh, and I will actually show y'all the pendant. I mean the pendant with the chain because um the pendant I got 2 months ago. Um, I'm just now starting to sell these because I didn't know how it was going to go. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. But 250 is not a lot, but this is what I sell my pendants for. Pretty big, pretty bulky. And if you want to be a supporter of the ESG podcast, hey, buy one. If not, it's cool. We also have shirts. You see what I'm saying? We also have shirts. Uh, whatever size you want, just let me know. The shirts are $50. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a supporter, you can support that way. Or if you want to buy a pendant, that's fine. You do have options, pendant or shirt. You know what I'm saying? Just tell me your size. Hit me up at let me give y'all the email. Let me give y'all the email real quick. It is uh it's ESG live podcast 82 at gmail.com. All right, let me repeat that again. It's the ESG, it's small letters, ESG live podcast 82 at gmail.com. If you want to hit me up about getting a pendant or a shirt or whatever, whatever it is that you wanted to purchase. The shirts are $50. The pendants are 250. Okay, the pendants are 250. So nah, I don't know these people. I'm actually looking through my email. My email. I don't really get too much email on my hey, better get started. I'm not really sure this time. What does that even mean? We're gonna see. Hmm. I'm just checking my emails right now, or whatever. Skip. Google. Skip. 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 Done. That was easy. Just checking my ESG podcast emails. Um, I really didn't get no emails in here, to be honest with you. Well, I take that back. I take that back. I got the same thing everybody else got. I got the same thing everybody else got. Pitiful. Pitiful. So that's past the 20-minute mark. Nobody showed up. I said I was going live at 10 o'clock, so I will see y'all tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Peace.